Hello dear students, today's topic is nitration of benzene. The nitration of benzene is the example of electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction. Let's look at this reaction. Benzene reacts with a mixture of nitric acid and sulfuric acid and gives formation of nitrobenzene. Now this reaction is taking place on the benzene ring, which is the aromatic ring. That's why it is called as aromatic reaction. Now in this reaction, the nitronium ion substituted the hydrogen ion from benzene, and both the H plus and the NO2 plus are the electrophiles. So this reaction is called as electrophilic substitution reaction. Let's look how this reaction takes place. So the step number 1 here is the generation of the electrophile. Now as we see in the reaction that we are using the mixture of nitric acid and the sulfuric acid. The nitric acid is the example of monoprotic acid. That means it consists of a single proton, while sulfuric acid is the example of diprotic acid, which consists of 2 protons. So sulfuric acid is a stronger acid than the nitric acid. So when the reaction, this mixture is used, there is migration of proton from the sulfuric acid to the hydroxyl group of the nitric acid. This result into formation of the protonated nitric acid. Here we can see that there is the migration of proton from sulfuric acid to the hydroxyl group of nitric acid, and it result into formation of the protonated nitric acid, whereby there is formation of this OH2 species over here. Once this species is formed, the H2O molecule will be released out from here. So there is the breaking of the nitrogen oxygen bond. So this leads to the generation of the nitronium ion. So dear students, if we look at the bond between nitrogen and oxygen, we found that oxygen is more electronegative than nitrogen. So when H2O molecules leaves this species, the electron pair of this nitrogen oxygen bond are taken by the oxygen. So nitrogen is then become electron deficient because it is surrounded in this species only with the 6 electrons, 2 electrons of this coordinate bond and 4 electrons of this double bond. So dear students, the nitrogen of the nitronium ion is deficient in a pair of electrons. So it behaves as the electrophile. The water molecule, which is lost from the protonated nitric acid, accept a proton from the another molecule of sulfuric acid, and it gets converted to the hydronium ion. So dear student, this is the species of interest in this reaction, the nitronium ion. Many a times in the examination the question may be there that the electrophile generated in the nitration of benzene is, then 4 options will be given. So you have to identify that it is the nitronium ion which is generated in the nitration of benzene. The second step is the generation of a carbocation, and in this case it is the benzenonium ion. Once the nitronium ion, the electrophile generated, for the sake of electrons, it attack on the benzene ring. So dear student, it is a very important reaction and it is the rate determining step in the nitration of benzene. The nitronium ion, which is deficient in a pair of electron, behaves as the Lewis acid, while the benzene, which is the source of pi electron, behaves as the Lewis base. So this nitronium ion attack on the benzene ring, and this attack generated an intermediate species which is called as benzenonium ion. Dear students, in benzene 6 carbons are attached with the 6 hydrogens. So when the nitronium ion is being added or is being forming a bond with the carbon of the benzene, the carbon to hydrogen bond is going to be being broken down. So this benzenonium ion represents the intermediate carbocation whereby the positive charge is developed over the entire benzene ring. Though the benzene ring is sharing, or benzene ring is imparting its electron pair to the nitronium group, so there is generate a positive charge. Once this benzenonium ion is generated, it loses a proton, and this loss of proton from this benzenonium ion will lead to the formation of nitrobenzene. The proton which is lost from the benzenonium ion is get by the bisulfate ion, and thus the bisulfate ion gets converted to the sulfuric acid. Thus it may be inferred that the reaction is catalyzed by the sulfuric acid. So in this way the benzene undergoes nitration in presence of sulfuric acid and it gets converted to the nitrobenzene. So dear students, thanks for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.